Hey, thank you for telling me the mic's off. I always forget about that. So yeah, what I was saying, give me 1 second. I'm just going to lift the timeout that the bot placed on Sakura there. And I will just turn off that specific bot that is not listening to us. Let's go to my channel. It's easier from there to get to the mods thingies. Listening to us. Alright. Sorry about this. Well, better that I notice it now than during the stream. So, and in the meantime, we can just wait a little bit for more people to join us. I'm just waiting for the website to have started. Sorry about this. Well, better that I notice it now than during the... Shush, myself. Can I untimeout you? Is there a way to untimeout you? I'm not very good at this. Ah, here, untimeout. Here you are again. You can now talk again. Sorry about that, Sakura. And I will also lift the things that bot can do. I will unmod him. And after that we can jump into the game. Because I don't want that to happen again when someone just hits a follow. Because that was really horrendous of a start. Oh, right. I now see what has happened. So the timeout was actually necessary. It was an offer for promotion. Get it all cheap. Dogehype.com. Yeah, that's nuts. I actually thought that my bot just went a little bit too extreme with a message. Because it told me it was too long. Sorry for the double sounds there. It's really a great start of the stream there, right? Immediately all kinds of things going wrong. Where are you? Where are you? I need the... Here, moderation. No, I need the list for the mods. Roles manager. Because I will get rid of one of the bots as a mod. Because it's not doing its job very well. Go away. You can stay as a follower. Okay, cool. Better all things going wrong early than late. Yes, exactly. I can now just get the game in. Oh, the game is not showing as well. So, another thing. Not going according to plan. King of the castle. Close. There we go. Now we've got the game in there as well. For some reason the chat isn't showing up. Now what, we're going full screen. And just without the chat, because the chat will get in the way anyway. And let's change the video capture device to this one. Hey Sarah, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing alright. Just a very, very slow day today. I was very, very tired earlier. And now I'm all up and ready to play some King of the Castle. How are you doing? How are all of you doing? I upped the antes for the stream. I got one general scheme, one regional scheme, and one personal scheme. Regional is the one decided by vote, the other two have been pre-rolled. Personal will depend on which region I end up in. Damn, Bonko, you are making it more difficult every single second for yourself. Of course, this webcam is not working, even though it's working on the other page. I'll just add it as a new source again. Video capture device, add source, there we go. And then I will just put myself a bit smaller down there in the corner. Yeah, awesome. How did you decide on the schemes? Hey, it wouldn't be fun otherwise if I had only to worry about loyalty and regional scheme. True that. I mean, there is a lot of things extra you can do now. So, shall we continue one of our previous games or shall we start a new dynasty? I'm thinking continue one of the previous games. And if so, will we do the original, the Foxtrot dynasty? Oh nee, the Foxtrot was the previous one and the Foxalot is the original. So either Counts, Chiefs or Grandees, or Counts, Chiefs and Barons. Or a whole new game altogether. I think my webcam is fine like this as well. I think it's just underneath all the settings there. I'd say new, cause most people from last time aren't here. That's true. Let's just do a new one, because then I can also play myself. Syrah. Dynasty name. We need another foxy name. There was something said in the Discord just a second ago, and I can't remember what. Let me just check real quickly, because that could have been quite a fun name. If you have a name with a fox in it, let me know and we'll put that in instead. And I'm just quickly gonna check the Discord, because someone said a name that was quite funny. I have a list of schemes written down and I use 1d10 and 1d4 to decide which scheme is used. Thanks D&D to give me such dices. Yes, I have them as well, the dice sets. I think, is it right in front of me? Yeah, I actually have them here, my dice. In a bag as well, in a box. They're quite basic, but they work all good. Nice Loki-esque with the gold and green. I always like playing chaotic neutral. Much to the dislike of my game master, because both me and Adam, one of the other players, always make Fish's life really, really hard. Hey Ranger, how are you doing? Hey Sifu, thank you for coming in as well. I'm going to sit in as long as I can, but I have to go prepare food in half an hour. That's all good. It's still fun for you to jump in. Good. Others are trickling in too. Yes. I'll message you one indeed as soon as I know which region you're in. Alright. Let's just start a dynasty. Sneaky foxes. Begin. Play on Twitch. I said play on Twitch. Right. Tell me guys, which regions do you want? I am thinking, because we have never played with the pads, to at least choose the pads in there. The other two you can decide on. All other four we've already played a few times. And I will just pick the ones that are the first named. March. Alright. Barons of the March. One more. I've never seen them win. I'm not too sure if we've won. Did we win in your stream once with the March Sifu? I think I was one of the March players and we managed to win, but I'm not 100% sure anymore. Ah, sugar. I would say Chiefs, but I always make you pick them. So maybe Grandies? Alright, Grandies it is. So, the Barons, the Grandies, and the Patricians. That will be interesting. We've got the military, we've got the faithful, and we've got the gold diggers. Alright, join in. By exclamation mark join, followed with your pronouns. And I now got a command, which I sorta slightly stole from you, Sifu, but it was handy, so. Or not Sifu, out of the box gamers. It was just a very, very handy little thingamajig. Oh, and I see I made a spelling mistake there, but that should be... Alright, we've got enough players in game already, so let's start. I've lost 2 games to the Chiefs and won 1 game in total. Yes, I loved your end yesterday. That was so good. Just full on peace, full on happy choi, and all the people just shoving us nobles away, the normal people. So let's go for the coronation. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving the orders now? Of course, Your Majesty, but to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. We wouldn't want that, I suppose. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. But it's my coronation! This isn't an absolute monarchy, Your Majesty. Everything has to be run past the council vote. Even this. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright, nobles, you can vote. And I am going to veto this one, the lavish parade, because for some reason I just fail at managing my money. So we're not going to do that. I know, it was amazing. The citizens won it, really. Yes, I absolutely loved the stream, and especially the end there. Everyone in chat was trying so hard, and everything sort of went better in the higher scheme of things, but nobody got their schemes done because of that. So everyone upped every single thing, like trades and farming and faith. But most of us had the lowering of it, so yeah, it was a really fun game. 2 barons, 1 grandee and 1 pat. Slight advantage to the baron. I'm a 4th region, basically a ranger, so it's 1v1, v1 plus 1. Alright, I guess I'm going B this time, unlike usually. Alright, we're going with a religion ceremony. Voting has closed. In the hallowed halls of St. Bertrand's Cathedral, the Archbishop places the crown upon your head before launching into sermon. And that is why Sira is the monarch, ordained by divine right, chosen by the ninth god, and elevated above all. If the assembled nobles were plotting against you, perhaps the threat of eternal damnation has given them a second thought? Probably not. Alright, path to victory. It ended with all the lords' stats being really high, but they still didn't win. Exactly. It was a really, really good win on your part. But I think your kid also did most of your work there. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. Those fools couldn't scheme their way out of a paper bag. Better monarchs than you have been toppled by their treacherous nobles, your Majesty. To defeat their schemes you must secure an heir and prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is this: when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? So let's see, I think we haven't done one of them yet. We have done this one, we have done this one, we have done the faith one. The faith one would be very easy for me to do. I think the only one that we haven't done yet is the stability one, the peacekeeper. So I am thinking, should I go for what is high already and make it easier for myself to have a chance to win, or get the last one I haven't done yet? I think I'm gonna make it easier for myself to win, because before I just chose a random one which I haven't done before, and I have never won before, and I want to keep my bloody crown for once. I want to get a little second behind my name. Faith is very high already. Have you got an heir? Because you can't achieve these missions until you have an heir. No, we just started, so no heir yet. The church will love you, I suspect, but will anyone else? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall faith as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will turn to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, your majesty. Alright, council introduction. Now that you're the monarch, your first duty is to meet with the council of nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the wealthy coast, the scorching south, and of course the bleak march. Introduce myself to the Pats. It's Tanyan, with a nice little mask on his head. A pleasure, your esteemed highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Grandies, it's Ranger. May the ninth god bless your reign, your highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. And the barons, Banco, hail and well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, And with that, the introductions are done. Are we sure you want the royal lineage to have pink hair? That seems reason enough to overthrow her. I mean, you don't see it that well, but it is sort of pinkish. Maybe that is the reason why you always overthrow me in the previous games. What a great queen we have. Disregard that latest message a baron sent it. I meant in-game. Fun fact, I'm currently sporting a hair bun. Nice. It just knew. It just had its camera focusing in on you and just knew. Damn barons making me look bad. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I know what you're like. I'm keeping my eye on you, Jan. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Bloody nobles. Aurelia. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Zira. Something must be done. Alright, you can vote now, Pats. Doppelganger, intimidation, or corruption. So lowest defiance, raise others defiance, or lower 40. So A and B are basically the same. Well, not exactly, because with B it needs to be a minimum of, but still. Bats. That is Tanyan. Alright, we're going for corruption, lower 40. C seems the most fun. Voting has closed. Alright, corruption it is. Oh, Sifu, I don't think you're in the bats. You are a baron. Or did you just try to change his mind in hopes there are others who would follow your scheme? The patricians plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians... I'm just going to say pats, because I always just fall over that word. Must lower 40 to 4 or less in 3 seasons, and it's now on 5. Alright, the Baron scheme. Johan. When have the Barons of the Marks backed down from a fight? Never! I know you do whatever it takes, whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne. Alright, Barons, voting is open. Cool, my bad, no worries, Sifu. The green need their pats. Yeah, last time you stole their bear Bonko. As one of the chiefs. It was originally the Pat's bear. Or was it the Grandees? Oh, my memory. Alright, we're going for modernization. Lower the others' military. Voting has closed. The barons plan to modernize the kingdom's army in such a way that it's totally under their control. First, they must prove the military is in need of reform. To advance their scheme, the barons must lower the other regions' military to a combined total of 8 or less in 4 seasons. Alright, and the grandees. Xenophon. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Alright, grandees, go and vote. Raise our military, grandees, nuts! Alright, let me check real quickly. I think only Ranger. Yeah, exactly. We're going for further race-own farming. I don't think I've seen that one yet, so let's see how that works out. Continue. The Grandi claimant Xenophon has been chosen by the ninth god to be the next king. He has promised the first miracle, food for all. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Okay, so you already have that at 6. Wanted to see something different. Alright, end season. Silver discovered. Pirates! I actually had to burp because I got excited. That was a bit awkward. Tanyan! You must do something about the pirates that have been plaguing the coast ocean trade routes. I lost a whole shipment of fine silks. And they killed the crew, of course, who won't be cheap to replace. How dare you lose your money. Alright, so order the coast navy to patrol the sea routes, which is 30% military. Pay the pirates to leave your ships alone for a year. Minus 1800 treasury and lower defiance. There's nothing to be done. Upper defiance, lower trade, and lower wealth. So I am going to veto B. Start your voting, A or C. My money, my lady! I love me some pirates, especially with what I learned recently. What have you learned recently? Yeah, I was thinking about whether I should veto that one or that one. Let's see how it goes. Voting has closed. Order the coast navy to patrol the sea routes. Ooh, Phil, no! Over the next few months, the patrician navy suffers constant attrition in their battles with pirates. The defiance is now higher and your military is now at 0. Wow. Jan, you can't even hit with knife into a steak if you wanted to. Your flagship is sunk by cannon fire. A pirate captain with some magical talent summons a kraken from the depths, destroying several of your galleons. These pirates are more powerful than advertised, though you do keep them away from the trade routes for now. The coast's naval power is weakened considerably, and the pirate problem is only getting worse. A seems the least negative for me, might even lower authority. Did you think that, Jan? Did you think that? Fuck! Up the military! I was gonna go B, but I chose A cause it was at least something. Even if it was a low chance. At least B would be safe. Safe for you, not for my money. I want to keep my money in my pocket. Alright, the honor guard. Now that you're a monarch, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? I suppose so. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, your majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. Alright. What about the palace watch? Oorah! Don't make me laugh, your majesty. These tin soldiers can keep out the riffraff, but do you expect them to stand up to a warlock, or a child of the viper, or me for that matter? Oh, what are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The Pats with champion gladiators from the arena, the Grandees with fierce battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel, and the Barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Think carefully, your majesty, these guards' loyalties will be divided between you and the region. Of course you could just hire foreign mercenaries, they'd be loyal to coin above all. I already know who I'm going to choose. We are going to choose the nuns. So, sorry March, sorry Coasts, we are going for the Grandees. I will make the arrangements at once, just because I have a faith scheme for myself going on. Urge to murder rising! Exterminate! Exterminate! Wait, I can actually do that. You know what, I'm not going to do that because, let me see if I can do it from this device here. It should be able to do that. Ah, no. No, never mind what I said. Alright, we're going to continue. I just got, distracted. Is that a cop I'm hearing howling? What cop? A little Pat cop? Ah, little Pat. I will make the arrangements at once. The battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel mask betraying nothing, before filing into formation behind your throne. Alright. Silver! 2 more defiance and I get to rebel. At least you can fight against me. And my army! Excellent news from the south, your majesty. Prospectors have discovered deposits of silver on my land. Mining will begin. Wait. Baron Sifu waves an ancient parchment. The silver belongs to me. The deposit is on our side of the border, and this scroll proves it. This could get nasty, your majesty. The border between the south and the march has always been highly contested. Alright. I will do a monarch's choice for C. Start your voting. My precious! My precious! Nah, not exactly Gollum there. Ooh, we still have one person to vote. Let's see what he does. Oh, you are getting me to choose. Well, then we are going to choose for my thing. You will have to share. Both of you will get a piece of candy. You get a candy, you get a candy, you get a candy. Grandy Ranger and Baron Sifu exchange wary glances. As they shake hands, their smiles are very tight. You both got money. Don't complain about that. Alright, we are going to start the funding. As we now have people who already know how it works, I would just start it. So, let's see what you would do. You can start the funding. You never get away with it, you pesky kids. Nope. Okay, that was the worst attempt at doing a Scooby-Doo voice. Oh my god. That definitely didn't sound much like it. I'm saving my money. Right you are. So, for now, both things are going to the Grandies. The aqueduct and the monument, farming up, which is good for their scheme. And a 40 up, which, well, it's bad for the pets. You sure about that, Tanyan? It would just get harder for you. Yes, thanks, Sifu. Fuck. You only just noticed that, that was bad for you as well, Tanyan. Alright, end the season. No silver! Grandy Ranger and Baron Sifu arrive in the council chamber side by side. This is the third week in a row with no silver. What are the miners spending all their time playing this rockpile sport anyway? Egad, it was your miners who invented rockball. I can't help that sovereign workers are competitive. It's a disaster. Even the miners who haven't broken their arms aren't getting any mining done. Alright, build a fence to divide the mining camps. Lower the treasury, up the stability, up the trade, up your personal wealth. Ban rockball, which is 60% of 40, or host an official rockball tournament. We are going to veto the first one. Start. You're voting. No, I wanted to wait for the last second to fund my thing, but I was too slow. Oh no, I'm sorry, Jan. As punishment for playing rockball, I think we should send them to work in the mines. Well, but that seems fair. That seems fair. Alright. It is tight. Let's see, so this is a 40 and this is stability. I think if I ban rockball, the stability, the 40 will go up because I'm like, grr, this is democracy. I also sort of want the stability. I want a tournament. Nah, we're going to ban it. I want to see if I can get into the way of Tanyan even more. You issue a stern proclamation reminding both parties that rocks are for mining, not for sport. There's a strong hint that heads will roll if they don't get back to work and produce some silver. The miners riot and the once friendly rockball competitions become deadly brawls. In the end, both Grandies and Barons withdraw from the mine altogether. Oh no! Oh, your defiance is going up and my stability going down. You get the fuck to work! I mean, you did say that we wanted to get the losers of the rocket ball back into the mines to do the job. And we did that. It just didn't really go as expected, as planned. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother! Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. But mother, I don't want to get married. Nonsense! A monarch cannot rule alone. Don't you worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? I'm not interested in love. My dear, who said anything about love? This is a royal marriage. Just tell me what manner of candidates I should find. You can always say no after you've had a look at them. Fine, any then. Would have preferred that they striked rather than brawled. My precious prophets! Sorry, Sifu. All your money is gone into a sinkhole. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. The Pirate Queen. Your esteemed highness, our pirates are more aggressive than ever. They follow a pirate queen who calls herself the Bloody Gull. She has established a stronghold on a tiny speck of land called Spiderheart Isle. According to her spies, she is growing every day in power and wealth. What are we to do? Only half of her trade vessels reach their destinations. We can't assault because the military is too low. I want to make peace, so my monarch's choice is D. Start your voting. Let's go! I love this event! I haven't seen this event yet, so I really want to meet the Pirate Queen. Lurk, have to cook. We'll be back if I can. Alright, enjoy your meal, Sifu. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you for the lurky. Alright. Continue. We're going to broker peace with the Pirate Queen. Your diplomat arrives at Spiderheart Isle, but is not granted an audience. Instead, the Pirate Queen has him pelted with manure and sends him back with a letter in hand. Your Majesty, the Bloody Gull writes that if you wish to negotiate, you must meet her in person. I cannot advise you to take her up on the offer. I'll speak to her. What's the worst that can happen? Let's just give her the money. There's nothing more to be done. We must place a bounty. Enough of her insult. Let's send the navy. I'll speak to her. There was 0% military there. Well, Your Majesty, there's always the risk of, to pick an example entirely at random, being pelted with manure. Oh no. We cannot have the poop on us. So funny story. I don't know who of you have seen Game of Thrones. But in season 2 there was an episode where the evil King Joffrey was walking through the capital, just past all the peasants, and they got pelted with manure. And I actually met someone who worked there on the set of Game of Thrones while I was visiting Croatia. And she told me that while they were throwing manure and such, people were constantly chanting something, and it's very, you can't really understand it, but they chanted things in Croatian, and they started chanting things like, why aren't you buying his potatoes? Poor potato farmer! Potato man for the crown! Kill the potato blasphemer! So everything that you hear during the peasants being angry at that point is all about the sad potato man. I dropped off after a while. I've never sat down to watch this. Sat down to watch this? Oh, you mean the pirate thing here. So yeah, oh, sorry, I got distracted again. Brain! Well, Your Majesty, there's always the risk of being pelted with manure. And even if the meeting goes well, you will be legitimizing her false claims of royalty. The nobles will no doubt be annoyed. Stop prattling and book a meeting with the bloody Gaul. Okay, we just started the game and you're already ready to rebel. No, Game of Thrones, I never watched it. The Pirate Queen event is someone I've seen once. Of course, Your Majesty, I will arrange for a meeting as soon as possible. So, you know what? We are going for... Well, they are already on the point of rebelling. Let's just tax you so you get less money. Alright, only the barons are ready to rebel. They aren't. They weren't ready to rebel? Damn it, I thought they were. Oh, it needs to be 7 or higher. I thought it was 6 or higher. Now they are. Oh, damn. Every single time. I just fluff it up for myself. Yeah, don't worry, I won't rebel even with the best military around. It depends on your authority and stability. Ah, right. Alright, let's meet the pirates. You travel to the coast, board a magnificent galleon with 10 rippling sails and are whisked away to Spiderheart Isle for your meeting with the Pirate Queen. Shall I bring my honor guard with me? I will risk attending the meeting alone. Her throne room sparkles with heaps of gold and jewels. The walls are bedecked with works of priceless art. She sits on a throne of driftwood, a stolen tiara upon her head. All around her court, pirates are stamping and singing and drinking. They turn quiet when they notice you have arrived. Ahoy there, Your Majesty! From one monarch to another. I am surprised you accepted my invitation, but gratified. That was a really bad accent. I'm really bad at accents. And to come here alone, you are either very brave, Your Majesty, or very stupid. I look forward to discovering which. I couldn't resist the chance to see your beauty up close. How can I persuade you to stop attacking our trade vessel? You're not a queen, you're just a filthy bilge rat. I want to see your beauty up close. Seduce the pirate queen! Sam! We want to marry the pirate queen. Let us marry the bloody Gaul. Feelings mutual, Your Majesty. Care to crack open a bottle of wine? A beautiful 55 vintage. We sank the ship carrying it, but reclaimed this bottle unbroken from the wreck. Yes, let's drink the wine. Shh. Fine. You sip the wine. It is indeed delicious. You are a remarkable woman. I confess myself beguiled. You talk to the pirate queen long into the night, covering all manner of topics. Fashion, history, the arts. You're shocked as dawn breaks. Where did the time even go? There's definitely something here. A connection. We can have a romantic fling with the pirate queen! Yes! Sam! Thank you! Thank you, developers! You listen to us! Have a romantic fling! Well, my darling, let's have some more wine and see where the new day takes us. Marriage option? Bog. You go on to enjoy a thoroughly pleasant weekend with the Pirate Queen. Over the next few months you return to the Pirate Queen again and again, under the pretense of negotiating with her. Oh my! It's an exhilarating, magical time. You just hope your little fling never gets discovered. Sorry. Eligible options. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. But if I don't want to marry any of them? That's a decision that can wait until after you've seen them, isn't it? Alright, let's see the eligible candidates. But you are fixing the problem, right? I am trying to. I mean, it becomes easier to fix when I have sexy times with the Pirate Queen than demanding it from her. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. From the coast, we have Dimitri, the wealthy heir to Lord Patrician Stanyan's estate. I mean, just look at him. He's gorgeous. And apparently he's got a silver tongue too. Oh my! He loves to go hunting, which is the common hobby among the patricians. There was also a scandal recently where he was publicly critical of the church. Nothing came of it. I like the sound of him. From the south, Casilda, the eldest daughter of the ranger Alistair lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? She's got in trouble with the Inquisition for her interest in potion brewing and ale cult, but shows no sign of quitting. There are rumors that she's obsessed with avenging an old slight on her family honor. She's obsessed with avenging an old slight on her family honor. It's probably a correct term. Not bad at all. And finally, we have the Marches offering Johanna, scion of the prestigious Seafood Tricks bloodline. A typical baroness, really. Loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. She's a zealous follower of the Ninth God, able to quote scripture backwards and forwards, and at volume. Oh, and she's not popular with the peasantry. Something about her sets their teeth on edge. Sounds like a laugh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate you'll anger the other regions, but you gain a lifelong alliance. I have made my decision. I refuse to marry any of them. Eisenberg, hello, welcome in, how are you doing? Let me see which group you have joined. You are in the Grandees. So you are trying to get farming above 5 and it's already at 7. So you are doing well for now. Let's see. Issue pick Chase, you're a liar. That's my kid. The actual marriage option is coming with the Finfolk marriage on Monday. Patch's name is Sharky Ann. That was a spoiler given by Sam in Lomedia's stream. Felt like I could tell it since we are few and we were about this subject. Nice. Yeah, especially Anne has really started that obsession about the Finfolk. She's obsessed with taking revenge for something. Glad this one didn't put down a peasant revolt. Alright, I refuse to marry any of them. I am going to live in chastity in honor of the Ninth God. I'm sure the church will be very pleased with your show of devotion, but the nobles won't. They'll see it as an abandonment of your duty. Oh, shh. Oh wait, this is faith. I thought it was defiance and I was really shocked. But still, I didn't think about that. Pick March to stop them from rebelling. Oh man, I'm literally alone. I'm so fucked. I didn't think about stopping the rebellion and stopping the defiance there. Oh, I need to think this through a little bit better next time. Monarchs don't have the luxury of freedom. You learn that sooner or later. Time for the monarch to live a lie. Well, at least I will live this time. Unless Sivu wants to rebel, the March won't rebel. Mysterious ship. Oh, Eisenberg, you look amazing. I love that look on you. Your Highness, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate, and it's not even from the south. Its name is the Gloria, and it bears a Marcher flag. That vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea. Well, she's been found on land, right on top of my favorite picnic spot. How dare you! How dare! My pet has discovered only one survivor on board, a Marcher sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Ugh, my head's killing me. Has been ever since I woke up. Did you teleport this ship? I swear I didn't do anything. Last I remember we were sailing along Marcher waters. Then nothing. I love his parrot. His parrot is the cutest. Can we marry the parrot? No, that sounded more creepy than anything. Sorry about that. Saying their chase while having a fling with a pirate queen. Exactly. I mean, they don't need to know about it. They don't need to know what I'm really up to. This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries. No, we must interrogate him further. I must know why the ship is on my land, on my picnic spot. Alright. You know what? We are going to veto. We are going to veto. Oh, difficult. We are going to veto C. So you can choose A, B, or D there. The ship should go to the Grandees. I quote the case to Finders versus Keepers. One little neat thing, since you picked the Battle Nonsense, Honor Guard and picked Chastity, you have a special option available soon. Ooh, I do? Awesome. I can't wait to see that. Alright, we have one more person who can vote. And that is Sifu, but he's making dinner, so continue. Pay a scholar to help him recover his memory. A scholar from Krill University quickly arrives. She checks the sailor's throat, pokes and prods his head with calipers, and makes him inhale a foul-smelling vapor. This is the most serious case of memory loss I've seen in a long time. Technically, this man should be a gibbering mess on the floor. Hey, I'm right here! Ah, cute little parrot. Your Majesty, I need more time to handle this. Alright, handle him all you like. That's what she said. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Blood, ashes, damnation! Sea and storm take us all. Whatever is the matter? I offered cash to a palace official, and he acted like I was trying to give him head lice. It doesn't surprise me. The monarch's authority is quite respected. You're lucky he didn't turn you over to the watch. So there's no room for some good old-fashioned bribery. What is the world coming to? The pet's aim is to lower authority to 4 or less. So we still have the same one there. We want to adopt the iron choice. And with it we can also stop the pets even further if I use it. So only the barons can rebel. And here. Tanyan, you sneaky briber. You sneaky briber. You can never trust the Dutch. Oh yeah, I'm fucked. I think I got 0 chance. Note that it's 2 versus 2 versus 1. Well, that doesn't have to be that way. I mean, during one of the games, Bunko was on his own, while the other groups had 5 people each. And he actually managed to win as a one-man army. So you can still do that as well. Doesn't have, but it gets a lot harder. Yeah, it does get harder when there's a group vote. Blackmailed. Your romantic fling with the Pirate Queen has quickly become a common rumor around the palace, but fortunately nobody's ever discovered any proof. Until now! Your Highness, may I have a private word, Bunko? Banco, are you seriously trying to blackmail me? I thought I trusted you. Of course. I've acquired sworn testimony from the crew of the royal ship that you are having an extended love affair with the Pirate Queen on Spiderheart Owl. I'm sure the Pats would be mighty unhappy to learn that their monarch has been seduced by the same woman terrorizing their ship. What's the word of a few sailors against the word of a monarch? My liege, there are already enough rumors swirling around. This merely confirms what everyone suspects to be true. Spit it out. I'll keep this quiet if you do me a little favor. Banco! I want you to raise the tariffs on the Pats. Send their business to the march instead. Oh, and give me some money from the treasury while you're at it. If you do that, your little secret will be safe with me. Isn't this blackmail? Just think of it as an exchange of favors. So, let me see. So trade goes, so that will go up for the barons, down for the Pats. Defiance will go up for the Pats. This wealth, personal wealth, go up for Banco. This will go down for me. Refuse to give in to blackmail. Have them beheaded! Kill! Oh, yes, I will allow it. You're allowed to say fucked. I'm already so fucked. Off with his head! No! Wait! You can't do this! I've left a letter to a friend that will be opened if I am killed! If you execute me, your secrets will be out! Oh, your death is just too satisfying to pass up. Beheading is always a great option. The barons will respect you more. Please! No! I didn't think this through! No, you didn't, Banco. Word of your secret romance spreads like wildfire among the Pats. They're outraged that you've been conducting an affair with the very pirate queen they fear and despise. Oh, shit! I only just saw your message with, "Are you sure about this?" You did what? Oh my god. At least I still got the grandies. I still have the grandies on my side. Shit. Oops. No wonder nothing's been done to stop all the attacks on our shipping. The monarch has been too busy getting jollies on Spiderheart Owl. Everyone now knows you're a liar. We're with you, us and our fur military. Yay, I still have you. Woohoo, woohoo. Woo. What about being chased? Meh, the pirate queen was more important to me. I can have both. I can be chased to the battlements and then have my fling with the pirate queen. Nobody has to know. I just want to have fun with Tanyan's rebels. We should probably get our military up. Yeah, please protect me, Ranger and Ison. No wonder nothing's been done to stop all the attacks on our shipping. The monarch has been too busy getting jollies on Spiderheart Owl. Yes, I did. The scandal dies down eventually, but you can never risk seeing the pirate queen again. No! It was nice while it lasted. No! Bring her here! Bring her to the castle. I shall make her an actual queen. Meanwhile, she's established herself as a true ruler of the Ghost Sea. She will be taking a terrible toll on the coastal trade routes for years to come. Trade went down to 5 for the Pats. Don't step up, grandies, or you suffer. Alright, a taxing issue. Your Majesty, help us. Grandee Ranger Alistair of the South has been bleeding us dry, death. Not literally, I hope. No, I'm making use of a common idiom, Your Majesty. Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. I can't afford to feed me cows. It's true, Your Majesty. Grandee Ranger Alistair has been taxing their passes at least twice as much as next highest noble. It's been a hard year, your majesty. I have barely any gold in my vault. I'm just doing what I can to stay afloat. Um, alright, I'm going to choose. You're clearly having a hard time. I'll let you off. I need you on my team, so lower your defiance. Wonderful. I'm relieved you saw sense, your holiness. But think of me cows, your honors. Think of me cows. Over the next few months, Grandy Ranger Alistair becomes rich once again by checking up their taxes. The other Grandies follow their example gleefully. Why didn't you tell me, Alistair? I'm going to need to raise taxes on my lands. But that lowers their farming. Oh no! It did! Soon enough, the farm's off. The farms are destitute, the cattle are starving, and so are the peasants. Only the Grandies are fat and wealthy. Farming went down to 4. Oh no! Our farming is still high enough, but it is mildly annoying. I don't think it's high enough. I think you needed it at 5 or more, right? Never mind. Facepalm. Damn. At least you're still fat. And have all the food. Please stay on my side. Please don't kill me. The difficult thing about being an evil monarch. Chaotic neutral doesn't always have his perks. This simply can't go on, your majesty. These archboffins think they know everything, but they know nothing. You know nothing, Mr. Forty, of the ninth god's wrath. Please, your majesty, we found a perfect site for an observatory high in the southern hills, but it's on Grandy Eisenmerk's land, and he refuses to let us build there. Such things are heresy. The stars are just as big and close as the ninth god intended. Who put you up to this idea, I bet it was one of those barons like seafood tricks. Alright, I am going to go for... Well, Defiance won't go down up with that one, so we are actually going to do a Monarch's Iron choice on Construct the Observatory. I thought it was gonna be just one. It's all good, never let the plot get in the way of good old-fashioned greed. Not 3. Yeah, same here. Ranger, wanna help me and I'll help you. We should unite against the March. Heresy, I say. Zero's a chaotic neutral monarch. I'm a lawful evil noble. A good cohabitation, I dare say. I dare say as well, Bunkle. It brings us to some very interesting schemes on our games. You'd allow this heresy, your highness? I'm fucked. I'm sorry, I would allow it, because we all love the stars. The stars is closer to the ninth god. We are just trying to get closer to her. Seriously, it failed? It was 80%. How did it fail at 80%? Construction goes ahead despite Grandy Eisenmerk's misgivings, which are soon validated. A gang of local peasants, emboldened by religious zeal, stormed the observatory and burned it down before it's even finished. Well, the faith went up at least. Stability went down. Eisenmerk's inability to find the perpetrators is very convenient, but you can't prove anything. Grumble XCOM probabilities. Yes. This went exactly like that in Sam's stream as well. He also had something like 80 or 90% and still got fucked in his butt. And the season. Amidst dark and foreboding forest, a small squat castle stands watch over the Marcher border. There, at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching. Ha! The kingdom's militaries are in shambles. Those pathetic weaklings couldn't fight their way through a field of rabbits. Well, I've got killer rabbits on my side. I've drafted the reform proposals as planned. The council will be more than happy to follow our lead. Good, but we must ensure they don't get skittish. The kingdom must be stable for a proposal to work. Grant. A calm before the storm. For the next stage of the Baron scheme, they must raise stability to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Alright, help me with my stability, Barons. I hope that there's a chance to get the farm back up. Probably there will be. Hopefully. The prophesied Ninth Herald has finally manifested on Celeste Af, taking the form of a humble noble known as Xenophon, who hails from a farming town in the Southern Hills. Or so the Grandies claim. Xenophon is making strides feeding the common folk, but it won't be enough at this rate. You're right, he's promised a cornucopia for the people, but so far the harvest has been lacking. If Xenophon can't deliver a miracle, we'll have to. The Grandies' aim is to raise their farming to at least 5. We would have been on the next step. You would have been, if not for me and my evil extra schemes as the monarch. You should have just called a vote. Maybe I should have. But I'm chaotic! Alright. Oh no, we have both the Pats and the Barons who could rebel now. End the season. Just before you see it. You don't see this. You don't see this. Wait. You... Oh. Wrong button there. You... Here. You won't see this. You can't rebel. You can't rebel now. Nah. Won't do that. So. A meeting with the Archbishop. Your Majesty, I have a few messages from some respected members of the clergy. Oh yes? Your decision to stay chaste in honor of the Ninth God has caused quite a stir, and many people want to meet you. The High Inquisitor mentioned wanting your assistance in dealing with some heretical items. The leaders of the Sisterhood of Steel would love to see you. Oh, we are going to go to the Sisterhood of Steel. And a group of reclusive monks have invited you for a visit. What's this about a nunnery? The Sisterhood of Steel is an ancient order known for their military prowess, Your Majesty. They would very much like to speak with you and perhaps teach you their battle arts. Yes! What does the High Inquisitor want? She has a stockpile of dangerous artifacts that need to be cleansed, Your Majesty. Since you have such a close connection with the Ninth God, you are the ideal person to assist with the ritual. Though, I must say, it's not for the faint of heart. Tell me about these monks. They live in a cave system deep within the coastal cliffs, Your Majesty. They're very reclusive, but they experience intense vision of the Ninth God. Alright, I have made my decision. The Archbishop waits patiently. I'm going to the Sisterhood of Steel. Sorry guys, the Pats need to head out. Something came up. I hope I can be here next time. Alright, I hope nothing's wrong. Thank you for coming in. And I'll see you in a bit again. Bye, Jan. Very good, Your Majesty. I will let them know that you will visit the nunnery soon. Alright. Experimental research. Your Majesty, I'm pleased to say that my research on that amnesiac sailor has borne fruit. The fellow who turned up on the southern estate, he's remembered his adventure. It only took a bit of lead tincture. Let's tincture, some fasting, a little bloodletting to clear his head. The Gloria came into contact with a wizard. No wonder the sailor didn't remember anything. He was addled by the wizard's powers. We are getting a pirate queen, a wizard, and the Sisterhood's teaching me all kinds of battle stuff. The ship will have magical residue clinging to it too. A most exciting phenomenon. Wait, you're saying this wreck is dangerous? Oh, immensely. Then it must be destroyed. No, it's vital that we investigate this phenomenon. We might never see its like again. Alright, I am going to veto Destruction. Start the vote. I want to investigate the wizard. Buncle the second. Alright. That's enough for the vote to get through. Send scholars to investigate the ship. Continue. Voting has closed. As soon as the university hears about this mysterious find, scholars scramble to join Valeria's team. Eisenberg's wealth has increased. Quill University pays Grandi Eisenberg a stipend for Valeria and her students to stay on his estate while they study. You await their results. A new trend. Crabs! We are getting the crabs! My crabs are back! My lovely crabs! Oh, I love the crabs! Crab! Lord Patrician Tanyan is here to see you, your majesty. He wants to sell you a crab. Give me all the crabs! Of course he does. It's the latest trend along the coast, your majesty. The patricians have started keeping a species of chewed crabs as fashionable pets. The creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion. Very well, send him in. Thank you for seeing me, your majesty. I know the price is steep, but I assure you, these crabs will only go up in value. I want the crabs, but they're so expensive. Shall I make it more difficult for myself? I'm gonna buy the crabs. We have to get the crabs. Buy the crabs. Counting out your gold, Lord Patrician Tanyan assures you that you will not regret your purchase. Tanyan have gone away to fetch crabs, it seems. Yes, exactly. That's why he's not here at the moment. Burn the crabs, heresy! Oh no, the crab bubble! You won't go bankrupt with this purchase, exactly! And we all need crabs. I will share my crabs with you as well, my nobles. Everyone can have my crabs. Alright, and this season. Start your funding. You know how it works. Exclamation mark fund, letter, and then the amount that you want to pay. Alright, for now we are getting farming. You want to get the farming down? Oh wait, that was someone else who voted that. So the military up or stability down? Please don't get my stability down. Rude. Rude. Thank you. You're awesome. Getting the trade in instead. That's so good. I don't mind the trade. Alright, we are getting a fortress and a deer park for the grandees. So military up and farming down for the grandees. Eisenberg? Why did you vote for farming down? Eisen, that's the opposite of what we want. Gag, that was a mistake on my part there. Sorry. Eisen with the self-sabotage. Yeah. I understand. It can happen. But I was like, huh? What? End the season. Alright. Ooh, Sisterhood of Steel. We are getting the special thingy-machiggy. Well, looks like we'll have to join in the rebellion now. No, don't! I will keep you at 3. You will love me. I'm one of yours. One of us. One of us. One of yous. One of yous. You take a trip via the southern canals to visit the home of the Sisterhood of Steel. Unlike most convents, this place has a military look about it. You notice strategically placed arrow slits and high battlements. Slowly, the drawbridge is lowered. The abbess comes to meet you. Greetings, your majesty. We're pleased you decided to visit. She nods to the Sisters of Steel, who are flanking you as usual. Even on the grounds of the convent, their stances are alert and ready. Sisters, I hope you've handled yourself with honor and devotion. Your honor guard bow deeply to her, but do not speak. How come you're talking, abbess? We do not all take vows of silence, your majesty, but those who leave the convent do so, in order to focus their minds on duty and the ninth god. There is no rebellion! Thank you, Bungle. We're stopping the rebellion. Now, I hope you're ready for some exercise. Wait, I thought this was a holiday. Nah, I'm ready to learn. We are blessed, your majesty. Blessed be, blessed be. You follow her into the convent, where the walls surround a wide open square. Battle nuns dressed in gleaming armor fence with rapiers and practice hand-to-hand combat, while a cluster of archers shoot at targets. Unlike your honor guard, these sisters chat as you'd expect from an ordinary parade ground. It's strange hearing them speak with your own guard completely silent. We can teach you a number of different practices: hand-to-hand martial arts, archery, or fencing. Archery! I'm an archer myself, so we need it. I know what song that is. It's the Mulan song. Something about a shoe and a thing in the sky. At least the Mulan song. I love archery, says Ranger. I'm very surprised by that, Ranger. Yeah, I've actually got my own kit in here as well at home. And I've done archery for a few years, but I haven't done it for quite a while due to both COVID and being ill myself. But I really want to get back to archery again. Yeah, I love the Mulan song. It's really inspiring somehow. Yeah, same here. I really like it. But I have just a terrible memory, which makes it even difficult for my favorite songs to stay in my mind. So when it comes to lyrics, it's just like I can see the entire video bit in front of me. But the song itself, it's just complete blank. Kinda should be apparent by my username. No, not at all, Ranger. Not at all. Across the courtyard, an arrow zips straight for the bullseye. The sisters have the best eye for archery in the south. Nay, the kingdom. Tell me about the martial archery. The abbess glances at a pair of sparring battle nuns. One smoothly throws the other to the ground. Our martial artists first trained when the south was at war with itself, defending this convent with their lives. What about fencing? Our fencers are renowned all through the south. It is considered a great honor to be defeated by a steel sister. I've decided what to practice. Give me the archery! Give me my bow! You follow the abbess over to the targets and begin shooting arrows beneath the scorching sunshine. Soon, your shoulders are exhausted and your elbow aches. So, good for the development team to know. As an archer myself, the power doesn't really come out of your shoulders and from your elbow. The strength comes from the monnik's hood, it's called in Dutch, which is just that place in between your shoulder blades that you can never reach. And it's all about how you stand. If you stand correctly and use your back correctly, then you won't really feel it in your arm. So I'm just going to do I've done archery as well, but cannot anymore since a few years, notably because COVID and my left shoulder being strained, sadly. Oh no, I'm sorry. Keep going. Wonderful, your highness, test your mettle. Yay, I succeeded. Probably should work out your arms though still. True. I mean, also, during, while I was still doing it, we also always had to do like 20 minutes of warming ups. And most of them were also just about, holding your arms up a bit longer and such. And also loosening up everything in your back. Gritting your teeth, you shoot 3 bullseyes in a row. The gathered nuns clap and cheer. The Ninth God is watching you today. Congratulations, your majesty. We shall tell the grandees of this. Now, let us take some refreshments. Indoors it's blessedly cold. The abbess sets out a spread of garlic bread, puncheon cheese, and cold roasted pork. Oh, that sounds so good. We spare no effort to venerate the Ninth God. Doesn't it feel glorious? How do you do this all day? It takes its toll on the novices, I admit, but they soon fall into line. Exhaustion is a sign of growing closer to the Ninth God. Your Majesty, thank you for visiting. It's been interesting to test your mettle. Can you share your skills more widely? Thank you for sharing your faith with me. So faith is already at 10 for the grandees, so we are going to share the skills more widely. Yes, your highness, traditionally we have kept ourselves to ourselves, but perhaps that can change. You got higher military grandees. I still do minor workouts for my arms, but I can't hold a full shopping bag with my left arm without hurt. Happily, I'm ambidextrous, so other activities aren't as affected. That's at least good, but it still really sucks. Look at Ocelot being all sick little people. It's the same here. I don't have problems with my arms or such, but I have too high brain fluid, too much brain fluid in my brain, which makes it that I have constant headaches. So every day, all day long, it's a headache and a migraine all together. Headache, migraine, and cluster headache as well. So like a headache which comes from my neck when I say headache. So that's also why sometimes I get very badly out of my words, but when I have a better day, I come a little bit better out of my words. We all have our share of problems. Well, now we need to find a way to feed our people so they don't rightfully overthrow us for starving them to death. Alright, let's get you some farming back again then. Hysterical rumors are sweeping the coastal laborers. Thousands of otherwise sane individuals now believe that I, the entire council, and indeed your highness, are actually frog people! Yes! We are frog people! Let's bury the frog people! It's true, your majesty. Apparently we came from the moon to replace all humans with our frog spawn, and we're simply wearing human skin. Oh, I wish Adam was here right now. Adam is one of my friends from D&D, and during D&D we actually we killed goblins, and we used their flesh as flesh suits to get into their lair and spy on them as fellow goblins. So we were wearing goblin skin like that. So I'm very sad that Adam is not here to see this. Oh no, conspiracism! Oh, come on, why frogs specifically? Are we absolutely sure the barons aren't frog people? For all their flaws, I don't believe so. We need to do something about these rumors before the peasants rise against us. I am going to veto stability down. Start the votes. Forbid all mention of frog people, or the monarch should give a speech to address the peasants' concerns. Monarch Sirius a fox person, I'm a wolf person. And apparently we're all frog people. How dare they say we're frogs? Tss, tss. Us noble foxes and wolves. Continue. Alright, forbid all mention of frog people in the coast. Success! Yes! Throughout the coast, the mere mention of the word frog, or even imitating a croak at a passing lord's pat, becomes punishable by public flogging. Oh my! After it becomes clear that these laws will be enforced, the peasants get the point. The rumors of frog people die down and don't resurface. So stability went up a little bit. Just a wee bit. The scholars return. Might have to run soon, sadly. Oh no! Well, that's okay. Thank you for jumping into the game anyway. The coast may be frog people. Yeah, we don't know about any of them. The counts, they are frog people. They're not here to defend themselves. Valeria and our band of scholars have returned from the wreck of the Gloria, your highness. I can't make head or tail of their nonsense. Good, I love nonsense. There's a labyrinth within the ship, a labyrinth that goes deep into the earth or into the sky. It was very confusing. Some of my researchers were lost, but no matter, we're going back to find the center. But they may return, but they need better equipment. Forbid them from going back and fence off the area. Send guards with them this time. So what I want to do, I want to know more about it. Send guards with them as the monarch's choice. Absolute silence. Continue. Voting has closed. Alright, let's send the guards with them. Grandy Eisenberg arranges for a team of heavily armed soldiers to accompany Valeria's investigators on their second attempt. As the scholars and soldiers set off, they are already chatting amiably amongst themselves. Yay, more 40, and defiance went even lower. You love me, Grandies, you love me. Military challenge is a success. Grandy Eisenberg and the other Grandies tell anyone who will listen that the scholars will return in one piece. Alright, let's end the season there. In the grand hall of Baron Sifutrix's castle, a number of figures are hunched around the hearth, plotting away. Has the council agreed to hear our military reform proposals yet? No, not yet. The kingdom is too distracted with foolish business. If we can help calm things down for a moment, we'll get our chance. The Baron's aim is to raise stability to at least 5, so we're almost there. Almost there at the 5 stability. Alright, so you two are already at high defiance. Might as well hit the barons, because you are with 2 of you. Just tax the pats. Oh, that might have been easier as Tanyan isn't here anyway. Oh well, next. And this season. Crap! The crab trade has swollen to unforeseen heights, your majesty. That's good, isn't it? The trade is so profitable that pats are shutting down textile mills to focus on crab catching. Thousands are unemployed. But who cares about that, your majesty? Your box of crabs is now worth nearly double what you paid for it. Ooh. Sell, sell, sell! Hold your nerve and hold on to the crabs. This is a waste of everyone's time. I will make the sale of chewed crabs illegal. Prevent the closure of factories by offering tax breaks to major industries. Sell, sell, sell! You sell your crabs for much more than you paid. The treasurer appears satisfied with your practicality. Meanwhile, industries collapse along the coast. I got an achievement, Penny Pincher, about your heir. Despite everything, you still refuse to get married. It's unwise, but I'm willing to accept that I can't persuade you otherwise. There's one other thing you're missing, however, something even more important than a spouse, an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured, who you can mold into your own image. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. I'm pretty sure I have a bastard child lying around here somewhere. The church won't be happy, but they're just as keen to avoid the civil war as we are. They'll legitimize the bastard without much fuss. I will meet with the Archbishop tomorrow. Honestly, it feels strange seeing such high defiance without any rebellion. It is. It is very, very strange. And also, the Defiance 10, Defiance 9, Defiance 0. No, we still love you! You are faithful to us! I was about to suggest that you to the Pirate Queen. I mean, we still love the Pirate Queen, right? Valeria and our scholars have returned from the shipwreck, Your Majesty. What did they find? We unearthed the ship's log. The Gloria came into contact with a wizard living on an iceberg. And by came into contact, I mean crashed into. This wizard was fatally injured in the collision. Perhaps in an attempt to get help, or perhaps in a final act of revenge, he boarded the ship and teleported it all the way to the south. But what about the memory loss? Our wizard friend was a paranoid sort who disliked human contact. He charmed his iceberg to slip out of people's memories, perhaps causing the crash. After the wizard died, his spell must have grown out of control. The dead wizard is still likely aboard the ship. We could mount another expedition to retrieve the body. Or, better yet, destroy this stupid wreck and give me my land back. So what I want to do, we have... I am going to veto destroying the ship. Because I want to get the wizard's body back. Use some necromancy magic on him to bring him back to life. Nice. Good job, good job. Alright, continue. Voting has closed. Let's get the wizard's body. The Adventurers Guild is always hungry for cash. They put together a ragtag band of their best adventurers, headed by a hard-bitten warrior named Chania. Don't worry, Your Majesty. We'll return with the wizard's body lickety-split. Alright, let's end the season there. I will be honest here, I don't like you having such high authority, so I will treat your iron choice as a veto. Okay, good to know. Good to know. What I will do, I will adopt the golden choice instead of the simple monarch's choice. Report. And end the year. A body unearthed. We want to find the wizard. Grandy Eisenberg has his servants bring in a stretcher to the council hall. Chania and her adventurers return from the wreck of the Gloria, Your Holiness. Is this them? They reached the hold of the shipwreck and found this. The other nobles recoil in horror. It's a corpse that almost looks human, encrusted all over with ice crystals embedded into its flesh. Despite the heat of the lamps, the crystals remain solid and glittering. We think this was once a wizard, mayhaps the source of the wreck's teleportation and associated memory problems. It You must handle this carefully, your holiness. We don't know what to do with the remains. Can a wizard's body be destroyed at all? Pay Granny Icemerk to return the body to the ocean, build a funeral pyre and burn the body, stow the body back onto the rack and keep it a secret, put the body on display in a sovereign museum. I want that! Okay guys, you will get 500 personal wealth if we can put the body on display. Start the votes. No! You don't want the D, foe, but I want the D! Give me the D! I always want the D. Take the A! Vote A! Oh no! My treasury! My money! Alright, return him to the ocean then. You dip into the treasury to pay Icemerk for the trouble of transporting the body all the way to shore. Word has it that when the sea burial takes place, the waves part to accept the wizard's body and the water turns the color of charcoal. Now that the body is gone, the wreck calms. Visitors can walk around the place without danger, though they mostly avoid it all the same. The stability! Yes! We've got the stability high enough for you guys. Too much crime! Your Majesty, the courts are overloaded. They simply can't fit any more prisoners into their prison cells. Alright, hold a prisoner lottery and release the winners. Announce an amnesty and release everyone. Build more prisons. We will veto A. So you can choose to release everyone or keep them inside the prisons. It's too bad that it's a bit of a quiet day today. Now I need to make the decision myself. We are going to build more prisons. Oh, it failed. Yes, Your Majesty, I'll send a letter right away. Building the new prisons turns out to be trickier than expected. Bureaucracy piles up, stonemasons turn up and leave again, and by the end of the season, one of the new prisons is barely started. The courts remain overloaded. Damn it, yes! How dare! How do you expect me to take this seriously, you crack-brained simpleton? Shut your daft mouth and give me what I am owed, you honorless dog. Hi, Sansa! Kitty. Kitty came on my shoulder to say hi, and she's now standing on the keyboard. I will show you the Kit Kat. Webcam. Sansa Kitty. Ah. Look. Little Sansa. Full screen. Kitty. Yes, we love our Sansa Kitty. She is adorable. What in the seven hells is going on? This pimple-headed lackwit expects me to pay him a huge quantity of gold just because his great-great-grandfather beat my great-great-grandfather in a foot race. A debt owed is a debt owed, is it not? Your Serene Highness, I only recently discovered this debt while going through my ancestors' journal. Honor dictates that Granny Icemerk is liable for his ancestors' debts. By all that is holy, this is ludicrous. I demand we put this to a vote. Alright, might as well do an iron choice as well. Nah, I'm... Oh, I am going to do an iron choice. Here we go, start the voting. We agreed to cancel the debt, neither are here anyway. Yeah, I didn't saw your message on time, but I did give it the iron choice there. But we have to decide between A and C instead. So 2 extra centuries of interests for him, apparently. Continue. Alright. Wait, that will bring the defiance up a little bit too much. Just pay the debt normally. I told you, your iron choice is a veto with that high authority. Oh, right. I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Egad, this council is full of idiots. Fine, take your money. With pleasure. Alright. At least we only got 1 defiance up. I think that if I got with interest, it would have gone up with 3 or something. So let's go to the rebellion report and let's end the season. Oh wow, defiance was too low for the Pats? Damn. Only the barons are able to rebel now. The crab bubble bursts! Crabs! Bad news, your majesty. A new reef has been discovered, which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. What? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, your majesty, with the exception of a few pats. And me! Wow, Tanyan got very, very rich there. And everyone else's wealth went down. Something must be done. You summon your council to discuss the crab price crisis. Many assembled nobles have invested heavily in the crab market, and they are casting furious glances at the past benches. Lost 150 from this. You sold it before it burst. You're fine. Exactly. I'm glad that I did that. So... I will do a golden choice, so not the iron choice, but the golden choice on C. So you will get some extra money if you choose C. The crab bubble always bursts after the monarch sells their crabs. Well, glad that I sold it instead of held on to it. I mean, doubling my money is good enough. Hey, Sansa. Continue. Or after the monarch says no to it to begin with. Ah, okay. Hi, son. Ah, I see. Cattail in my face. Your soldiers storm Lord Pat Stanyan's opulent mansion, arresting him and confiscating his ill-gotten crab gold. The trial will be held as soon as possible. So trade went down for the Pats, defiance went up for the Pats, stability went down, treasury went up, and Tanyan's wealth went down. Outraged Pats protest that your actions are illegal and make a mockery of the law. Don't they know you're the monarch? Yeah, how dare you be like that, Pats? It being into this crab stuff. I mean, I love the crabs. I'm buying into this crab stuff. A fishy wedding! we are getting the fish folk already? Is there a fishy wedding? Your Majesty, the Archduke of Sal has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between our two great nations. Depths below, great nation! The Isle of Sal is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. And I heard it is the proper marriage anyway. The Archduke is marrying a fish. The groom is a fin folk, one of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sapient and actually amphibious. Well, the church does agree with a man marrying a fish. You mustn't legitimize this farce by allowing the monarch to attend. You can potentially seduce the fish person, though, in a later event. Oh my god, I want to do that. I want to seduce the fish person. Give the fish to me. Of course, the monarch should attend the wedding. The monarch will not attend, but will send their warm regards. Condemn the wedding and sever diplomatic ties with the Owl of Sao. But I want to be in the wedding. We are going to veto condemning it. Or wait, we will veto this one. B. I want to attend the wedding. Yay! We are attending the wedding. Hey, out-of-town gamers, how are you doing? Let me see which group you belong to. Oh, there you are. You are a pat. So you want to get my authority down. The missing pats, yes. Now we have 3 different people. We had a bigger group, but everyone had to leave for either dinner or another reason. So now we have a group again. Go away, Wawoo. You're in the way. Go away, Wawoo. Oh, you guys can't see that. But there was someone from Steam popping up. Continue. Voting has closed. We will attend the wedding. Excellent. The wedding is scheduled for next year. I'll inform the Archduke that you shall be delighted to attend. Huh. This kingdom is sliding into madness. Madness! This is Sparta! Oops, wrong button there. When it's announced that you will attend the wedding, the patricians are naturally scandalized. The fires can't go higher. I'm fine with that. Crap times. We have 1 missing person per region now. I saw you on, but my sleep schedule is bad and I've been tired. I can relate heavily to that. So I often stay awake during the night and then I fall asleep in the morning and then I'm highly awake again later in the evening again. Hey, Ranger and Bunko. I have 0 military. You do. You do have 0 military. You did well on your military there. I chose to have sexy times with the Pirate Queen and sorta fucked you over. You see those numbers, out-of-town gamers? No rebellion at all. Yes, you all love me. I will rebel just out of principle. No! How dare you? Don't do that. Rude. Oh, you can't rebel yet. Lol, with your 10 defiance. Ha ha. Costly crossbows. The military happened before the Pirate Queen. Oh, right. Like I said, memory. One of the annoying side effects of IAH, the brain fluid stuff. As you're walking beside the palace parade grounds, a crossbow bolt whizzes past your head and shatters against the wall behind you. Baron Sifutrix approaches, out of breath and waving frantically. He has a sleek, fancy-looking crossbow nestled in one hand. Gadzooks, your majesty, I nearly took your head off. What in the 7 hells are you doing with that? Point that thing somewhere else. Tell me in 5 words or less why I shouldn't have you executed. I didn't mean to finger! I didn't mean to finger! I didn't mean to finger slipped. Damn, that was 6, wasn't it? I'm back just in time. Yeah, I mean, you made quite a bit of a sexual remark there. You didn't mean to finger. Rigged. Finger. Sorry to scare you, I just want to show you this crossbow. Can shoot 3 bolts a minute and punch through his medium armor at 500 yards. Beautiful, isn't she? Trouble is, to achieve such accuracy and power, she needs to be crafted from springwood. It grows only in the forests of the south, and those sovereign bastards charge exorbitantly for it. That's the free market, I suppose. Bah! If this is what a free market looks like, let's put it in chains, that's what I say. The barons of the march are guarding your borders, my liege, and yet we can't afford to buy the weapons we need. If you want to keep your kingdom safe, the grandees must stop price gouging. Your Majesty, this is outrageous. These barons just want a bargain. Okay, maybe not good timing. Sneaks away. I agree with Sifu. Sorry! My mind just goes into very, very horrible directions. So let's see. An iron choice on. Let's see which one this is. You know what? I am going to let you decide on yourself. Start the voting. Screw the so-called free market. Yes, just give me all the money. Give all the money to your monarch. Order the grandees to send springwood to the barons for free. Not sure if it was a good idea to bring their military up, as they can rebel any second towards me. Ah well. Continue. By the 9th. Free? Free? And how are we supposed to pay for it to be cut down, chopped and transported? Slaves! You have to be resourceful, won't you? Ha! The council has spoken. Huzzah! The grandees struggle to compensate for their losses. There will be tough times ahead. Military is now mighty. Meanwhile, the barons are absolutely thrilled with their shiny new weapons. Shiny! So shiny. Also, out-of-town gamers, Sarah beheaded me once for having proof of her affairs with the Pirate Queen. Yes, I did. I did. I mean, my sex life is for me, not for you. I don't know if I have a leg to stand on in this playthrough, so now wondering who to help. That was actually my voice. Thought you were me for a moment. Yes, we have the same voice, Sifu. Gasp, need help getting revenge? Alright, go ahead. Go and fund your stuff. Oh yes, I would like some stability up. Just the 9 weak coins from Banco there. Just making it a nice, even number. Not one more? Okay. I mean, he spent all his money and I don't risk much. Oh, I see Eisen was here earlier. Yes, he was. He had to go for a bit. So, Sifu is back at least, and also Tanyan had to go. Ooh, last second there with your 10 coins. Military up even more. I hope you will stay on my side then. Go to rebellion report. Defiance is too low. Only the pets can rebel. Yay. Okay, I will keep you on my side, barons. Your heir. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... my natural born child. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Though the common folk may lose some faith in the church, seeing their monarch's extramarital adventures being forgiven so easily. Your Serene Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on legitimizing your child? What is their name? Zera II. Yes, and Eisen ended up picking the opposite of what we wanted by accident. Yes, he actually made the farming go down, and they are still in the same scheme because of that. Tended to rebel out of principle. I can understand that. Marvelous, Your Serene Highness. I'm sure little Zera II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. This is the first time that I actually got a child, because every single time there was a rebellion before that happened. Also due to myself being sort of a chaotic, neutral, evil person. Home improvements. Let's get those twin brothers in. Your Majesty, the sovereign farms are, alas, running into problems. Gigantic burying pests have been attacking the bean crop, and we need funds for pesticides. Depths below, is that all? Damn it, there is a cat hair on my nose, and it's itchy like crazy. Depths below, is that all? Our ships are in poor condition. They're full of holes and mostly tar. We'll have pirates on our shores if it goes on like this. Complain all you want, we can't eat weaponry. Alright. Let's see. Shall I do something good for once? I might do something good for once. I will provide funding for both regions. Start the votes. Chaotic neutral Zera. And what's worse was that we were so close before that, and then Zera lowering our farming while trying to keep our defiance low. I tried to help you out. Oh no. You're funding B. Voting A, voting B, voting A. Kiffy, I need pointy sticks. Give all the pointy sticks. Let's see. Voting tied. So either help the farms or fund the military. I am going to fund the military. Continue. Grandy Eisenberg and some of the Grandies shake their heads and leave the chamber abruptly. Alright, military is now pathetic. Defiance is now vengeful. Look, you got one whole military. I actually thought this was the barons for some reason. I don't know why. I should have gone for the farms. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. Still noble pet out of town gamers gives you a florid bow. Later they send you a ceremonial sword with a shark skin hilt in fangs. Alright, an island rises. Hey, we are doing our best, okay? It's fine, it's fine. You're just surviving over here. Your Serene Highness, your August Majesty, something most strange has occurred in the Ghost Sea. A new island has risen halfway between our shores and the Isle of Sal. The Finn folk raised it from the depths using their weird ocean magic. It's true, Your Majesty, the Finn folk raised the island to celebrate the marriage of their prince to the Archduke of Sal. They will gift it to him on the day of the ceremony. This is terrible news. That island is of immense strategic importance. We can't let it fall into Salish hands. Let's all remember the Queen of the Ghost Sea, the other parent of Zera II. This will give you the option to seduce the fish person. Send the monarch to conduct secret negotiations with the Finn folk. The monarch shall just attend the wedding as planned. Pay a wizard to sink the island back into the sea. Send the monarch to seduce the Finn folk prince, sabotaging the wedding. We are going to veto paying a wizard. Start the voting. Oh, thank you for the hydrate there. Yes! I will seduce the Finfolk! We're giving you the D, Sierra! Finally, I'm getting the D! The Finfolk D! You always love how much I love the D. Capital idea. What? No way, you want me to sleep with the fishes? But I have always found the Finfolk appealing. You want me to sleep with the fishes? You needn't go that far, but you're unattached, and you make a far better match for this Finfolk prince than the Archduke of some rainy little island. Very well, I'll seduce this sexy fishman. Nice. I will seduce the sexy fishman. We all admire your sacrifice, your serene highness. Preparations begin for your clandestine visit to one of the Finfolk's undersea villages. Your chancellor has heard of magic reeds that allow the bearer to breathe underwater, but such a thing will take weeks to track down. At least that gives you time to prepare for your underwater visit and to buy some waterproof roses. Oh my. I just choked on my lunch. Not very chaste for someone who claims to be chaste. Sarah's goal is faith, and yet she's doing everything she can recently to anger the church. I mean, if I get the choice to sex whatever is around, I will sex whatever is around. I will forget all about my own secret little conspiracy to keep the crown. Now I've got both the pirate queen and the mermaid fish as my secret lovers. End the season. After several rounds of deliberations, the council approves wide-ranging reforms to the kingdom's standing armies. The barons of the March are said to be the major contributors to this new model army, having volunteered their expertise and manpower in these trying times. Meanwhile, in a foreboding Marcher fortress, the barons are celebrating. Ha! I can hardly believe they went for it! This is all well and good, but we have not won yet. We must make our final preparations. Alright, barons, go and vote. I see a theme here. No longer have the pirate queen cause it got out. I know, we hate when our private things get out. Especially when we don't ask for it to come out. Well, it's all Bunkle's fault. I could have been with the pirate queen. March on the capital with the full strength of the new model army. No! Don't do that. I will use my secret nunnery powers. Then it's settled. We have a plan of attack, but one last thing remains. Defense. For our final march on the capital, we'll need a sizable home garrison to repel opportunistic attacks from other regions. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must raise their military to at least 10. And it's already at 9. Are you kidding me? Okay, I am going to try and lower that. If I remember it. I mean, if something comes in the way of if something comes in the way like sexy times, then I will forget about all your secret schemes. I will do common text. I don't want you to get any higher there. It was your fault. You just had to give me some money. Oh, perhaps. Perhaps, but I didn't want to spend my money. Loyalty to my fellow baron. Yeah, barons, you better be afraid of us pats. Our military is something to be afraid of. I have never seen a military of one. It's absolutely terrifying. Alright, only the pats can rebel with their military of one. I mean, that just means they're in first place, right? Yeah, that's what it means. Your ambition. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a saint. You're well on your way to reaching that goal. The church have never loved a monarch more. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. Your Majesty, if you help us spread the seal of the ninth god, the church will lend our full support. With the backing of the church, the nobles wouldn't dare move against you. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's an ancient lost artifact forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any monarch who recovers will rule over a golden age. We are definitely going for authority and faith. Get elevated by the church to the status of a living saint. I will be Saint Sarah. Oh. Pat can't rebel anymore. The saint of hypocrisy and sleeping around. That I am. I know I'm sad about it. We need to lower our authority for sure. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll send word to my priests. But of course, you need to be worthy. Not worthy. Not worthy. Your priority is to raise your authority and the kingdom's overall faith as much as you can. And, of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Don't rebel! Visiting the Finfolk. The Finfolk sent a stagecoach made from a giant clam, pulled by seahorses. You equip your magic breathing reed and hop inside. The clam carriage plunges back beneath the waves, and you are whisked down into the murky depths. A few hours later you arrive at an undersea citadel of kelp-woven huts. Their prince meets you at a grand table formed of knotted coral. Tiny Finfolk spawnlings swim around your legs as you sit. Let's lower the authority. I'll rebel as soon as I can. Greetings, Your Majesty. We are honored to have such a prestigious visitor. Look at this six-pack. Wow, this place is amazing. Let's get down to business. To have sex with the Finfolk. Of course, we must be swift. I know those magic reeds only provide a certain amount of air. The Chancellor didn't mention anything like that. You try not to let your panic show. So, you're here to discuss my betrothal to Archduke Shomo and the island I'm giving him as a dowry. May I ask, why do you have to give him a dowry? First of all, I must offer you my congratulations. Whoops, I just dropped a big bag of pearls. Could you pick them up for me? This new island could cause a war between your future husband and I. More like fine folk, am I right? More like fine folk, am I right? Let's get down to business to fuck the fish. They will know how soon our seduction. I can't think of an award. Your clumsy attempt at seduction is beneath the dignity of your office. I am to be married soon, remember? I have no more time for your foolish games. Goodbye. No! No! How dare you! Your clown coach spirits you back to the surface. As you wade onto the beach, you gasp for breath. Air never tasted so good. So how did it go, Your Majesty? I hear that the island has already sunk back beneath the waves. Did you successfully seduce the fishman? I tried, but it didn't go well. Well, that's a shame, I suppose. That was terrible. It was terrible. And I was thinking about choosing the one where he had to pick up the beads. I have no game. I have absolutely no game. I never realized how seriously Chet wants to screw over the monarch until I was on this side of the stream. Yeah, right? Well, that's a shame, I suppose. I learned from my Chet how to be a gremlin noble. A gremlin noble? Like, just becoming very aggressive as soon as you drink some water. Eat something. Chancellor listens intently as you describe your conversation with the Finfolk prince. One hint for this, don't try to outright seduce. He is very loyal. Aw, I wish I could just skip back a little bit and try to seduce him again. Because this is the first time I've got this event. We just need to hope to get the event again then. Most unfortunate, Your Majesty, the wedding will go ahead after all. At least you tried. At least I tried. The crab trowel. Crabs! After months of delay, Lord Pat Tanyan is finally due to stand trial for his crab-related market manipulation. You stand accused of perpetuating fraud and tricking hundreds into buying expensive crabs. How do you plead? I am guilty only of making money, so I broke a few laws along the way. Is that a crime? Yes, obviously! I pronounce you guilty as charged, and your fate will be decided by the monarch. Pardon the offender, imprison the guilty party, hang the scoundrel! I sort of want to do that, but I don't want my stability to go down. I will imprison him, because I still need my authority more up. Lord Pat Tanyan is dragged away in chains, wailing for clemency. Most of the watching nobles agree that justice has been done, except for the Pats, of course. Please, your majesty, Tanyan has young children. Who is supposed to pay for the upkeep of their villa? He will give the villa to me. My villa now. My townhouse. Rebel! No, it went up, not down. No! Now we just need to find a way to lower authority. Alright, I am going to keep these here. I think. Yeah, I'm going to keep these. And dear. Ambition sainthood. Also, Sarah flashback to you being the crab noble. Exactly. We got the crabs back again. I also made a lot of money with crabs this time around. I love the crabs. All the crabs are for me. As you have the divine right to rule, it's a small step from that to sainthood. But the nobles will be suspicious. A monarch with the power of the church behind them is a dangerous prospect indeed. That it is. But as I'm the one in charge, I don't mind this time. Right now, they're unlikely to speak out. They're afraid of you. This must remain the case. The kingdom must also embrace the ninth god. If the church has no influence, there's little point in your gaining sainthood. As things stand today, I believe the flock will follow where I guide them. This must also remain the case. Sainthood, here I come! A commendable attitude, your majesty. My priest will keep a close eye on the situation and report back. Your goal is to raise the kingdom's authority and overall faith as much as you can. Alright. Seize their assets! A wedding! Your esteemed highness, in a few days you'll be traveling to the Archduke of Sal's controversial wedding. Surely there's a way we could turn this to our advantage. We must forge an alliance with Sal. They have fast ships and with this new island outpost, control over most of the Ghost Sea. Or you can could publicly object to this blasphemous union of man and fish. He's not a fish, he's a finfolk. Bah, same difference. This is a matter for the council, I believe. So I am going to do a golden choice. To seek an alliance, you will get 500 personal wealth if we get an alliance with the fish. In the meantime, I'm just quickly grabbing a new drink. I'll be back in a second. Alright, back. Problem here is finding how to lower 40. It must not reach 10. Oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost at 10. So yes, let's seek an alliance. Quickly getting a sip of my drink as well. Continue. Well, the council has spoken. Good luck, your esteemed highness. Soon the time has come. You board a ship and sail to the newly risen island where the Archduke of Sal is due to marry his finfolk groom. Lacking a spouse, you have chosen the Chancellor as your +1. Oh, I do love weddings, though I always end up in a flood of tears. At last, a new island crests the horizon. It's an empty little rock, devoid of vegetation, with no buildings except a marquee and a hastily constructed Church of the Ninth. But it's packed with people, mostly minor nobles of Sal, who welcome you with cheers and bows. You file into church. Oh, look at him! Can we marry Sal? I don't care about the fishfolk anymore. I want to marry Sal. He looks bloody amazing. Give us Captain Sal. As the ceremony begins, the Finfolk prince walks down the aisle while the Archduke of Sal waits with clasped hands. Does anyone here know any lawful impediment to these people being joined in marriage? Oh, what will happen if I object? So we get defiance up. We get authority down. We get... which one is that? Faith up. This down. Should I object? Oh, you guys want me to object because that will bring the authority down. I want to know what happens. Yes, I object. I want to marry either of them. I object. The wedding goers erupt in protest. You shout about the illegitimate union of man and fish while you're bundled out of the wedding. The Chancellor following at a distance, looking embarrassed. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to say that I was the one true love. When you arrive back at the capital, the council is furious that you didn't follow their advice. To make matters worse, rumors swirl that you only disrupted the wedding because the Finfolk rejected your advances. Maybe a little bit. Maybe. He is immensely handsome. Sam is slowly losing his marbles. Probably is. Sit quietly. I won't either. Yes. Rebel. No, don't rebel. If you rebel, authority might drop. Pats can rebel again. Don't rebel. Stop rebelling. But at least the High Inquisitor is ecstatic. This just goes to show that we are a holy nation, unlike those heathens in Sal. The new island proves to be immensely beneficial for Salish trade. They expand their operations, outcompeting your own merchants at every turn. It's also a key military outpost. The islanders of Sal become known as the undisputed masters of the ocean, while the Pats can only sieve and cope. Your military is back to 0. This is terrible. Oh, no rebellion for us, Sifu. Dang. We just need one military to win. You're no longer my monarch. You've ruined the Pats. Look at what you've done, Sierra. Oh no, I'm sorry. Or am I? Look at what you've done. What was that about the greater good? The greater good. It was all a lie. A lie for me to stay in power. Your Majesty, we in the March have finished the complete reorganization of our military. It truly is a powerful beast now. Yes, very lovely. I hope I'm getting a parade. Oh, I'm sure we can see to that. Moreover, I was hoping the crown might give them have some exercises. I think this is the one we already shared to Sam about not being correct in language. But for the just in case, I'm just going to make screenshots. The soldiers are restless. You want me to start a war? Can you define exercises for me? Sort it out yourself. I'm not getting involved. Can you define exercises for me? I can't rebel without a dang military. Legitimate reason to rebel there, out-of-town gamer. This was already shared. Yeah, I think it was on my stream. Alright. Yeah, I thought so as well. We just need a suitable campaign to whet our swords and spears. With our swords. That's what he said. An unbloodied army isn't worth its salt, I say. Let's see what the council thinks. Instead of a costly war, your highness, we could establish mercenary companies that fight abroad and take a healthy cut of the profits. Or, if your majesty wishes to gain something more than gold, we should use our might as intended and make inroads into Tafalin, whose meager army will surely be no match. So let's see. Establish mercenary companies loyal to the barons. Start a border dispute with Tafalin. Embark on a full-scale invasion of the Ashmedian Empire. Deny the barons their foolhardy exercises. So we are going to veto the last one. Go and have a fight, you guys. What you want here, barons? Oh, I don't want the stability to go down, to be honest. Ugh. We'll have to keep a good look on the stability there. Hey, harms us, barons! Yeah, it probably does. Probably does. Alright, continue. Embark on a full-scale invasion of the Ashmedian Empire. Hurrah! Let's teach those Ashmedian dogs a lesson for existing without our permission. How dare they exist! Those bloody peasants! So rude! Alright, willfully misinterpreting a standard diplomatic message as a grave insult. You sent a declaration of war to the Ashmedian Empire. You've never seen the barons so excited.
Screw! So happy, joy, joy.
End the season. So, you want your military to reach 10, you want the farming to be at least 5, and you want the authority to 4 or less. So only the barons are basically close to it. Upping authority is dangerous as well. Yes, it was. Alright, on the verge of rebellion for the Pats. Ah! Out-of-town gamers! You rebelled against me? Your cousins really want your throne, I see. Rude, rude. Ambition, sainthood. Your Majesty, I've received messages from the priests beyond the capital. They've been working hard to promote your power in every sermon, as they should. I love to see church and state working together. As they should. Let's see what they have to say. Listen to the priest's letters. It failed. It was 90%. It was 90 bloody %. How did it bloody fail? How? How could this fail? Sorry, but this is ridiculous. This was 90%. XCOM happened. Seriously, how? XCOM! XCOM! Yes! I was hoping we would have a turn longer before this. Unfortunately, we've hit some difficulties. The nobles challenge your claims of holding a special place in the Nime's favor. The common folk are similarly unconvinced. To improve your chances of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's authority and faith as much as possible in the next 2 seasons. The challenge will decrease in difficulty with each failed attempt. Well, I thought I already had it, but no! No, 90% is not enough. A 49 is not enough. You still have a chance to defeat me. Damn it. Must be all the hypocrisy. Yeah, I probably brought it onto myself. I mean, that is what often happens to the chaotic evil people. Ha! You should have seen the look on the Ashmedian diplomat's face when I told him we were declaring war on his pathetic empire. I kicked him in the rump as he left for good measure. Time to open a bottle of wine. It's too soon to celebrate, your majesty. We've got a war to win. The Ashmedian Empire's golden age is long behind it. They're still bigger than us, with more soldiers and a long history of conquest. But they lack discipline and are plagued by infighting. The kingdom's armies are in decent shape, but this will be difficult. News of the war inspires a wave of patriotic fervor across the kingdom. Old knights come out of retirement and naive youths stampede to join the army. Hopefully it will prove enough. No! The March's military is at 10. Okay, I will try to get it down if I can. Yes! No! This is Bunko with his evil laugh. Why? Rest assured, Your Majesty, you have our full support in this war. What's our opening gambit? Have the spy master send assassins as saboteurs into Ashmedi, send a small expeditionary force to test the Empire's strength, begin a full-scale invasion of Ashmedi, call upon the church to declare a holy crusade. I am going to choose the holy crusade. Start the voting. Either way, you can't get sainthood with rebellion. I will say though, both side schemes of mine are currently failing. But you are doing very, very well on your main challenge there. Yes, give me the D, Ranger! Thank you! Someone has that vote to chat. Sifu! We are going on a full-scale invasion. No authority, bad! Okay, no authority then. How dare I try to get a 40. Alright. I'll start marshalling our troops. The Empire is no easy target. We only have one chance to get this right. Nonsense. One swift kick and the whole house of cards would tumble down. Wait and see. Just you wait. Just you wait. Salish privateers. Your esteemed highness, it's terrible. Pirates have been going after all our merchant vessels. I'm nearly bankrupt. These are typical Salish tactics, your majesty. The Archduke was infuriated by your response at his wedding, and he's getting revenge the only way he knows how. Piracy. Unfortunately, that's only speculation. We have no concrete evidence that these are Salish ships. So we don't have enough for C there. Send a gift and note of apology. Hire privateers of your own. Threaten war against the seal. We are not going to do A because I don't want my authority to go down. I want to do the D. Give me the D! First time modernization screen goes through on a stream I'm on. But it could fail due to the dice roll. Yeah, I mean, you could have 90% and it will still fail you. First time I've seen it be successful. Mwahahaha, come to me, son of Jor-El, kneel before sword. You deserve this. Yay, thank you. Give me the D. Send a gift and a note of apology. You send the Archduke of Sal a letter of apology accompanied by a beautiful ship in a bottle. Its gunwale inlaid with rubies and pearls. The attacks on your ship stop, though tensions between your kingdom and Sal continue to simmer for a long time to come. As long as he's nice to me now. No, this is the dice roll for region schemes. I meant the Salish privateers happening to clarify. Alright, start the funding. Maybe get the authority up. It's always a good idea to get the authority up, guys. I think you should really go for B and C here. It's really, really good to get your authority up. On the stability up, B and C are definitely the best choices. Oh, you need to add a letter there, Ranger. It just says font.
Yay, we are getting a little bit of stability back.
Time's up. So it goes up and it goes down again. So it did absolutely nothing. And you spent 2,350 coins for this. For nothing to happen at all. Good job, guys. Good job. You are some smart nobles. Both Pats and Grannies ruined themselves for this. Yeah, exactly. Alright, we have currently Pats rebelling. Why did you do that? Now I can't do my own scheme. Out of town gamer. How dare. Desertion. And that is why we must ensure that taxes are collected in regular intervals. If we were to... Your Highness, I have urgent news. I hear that every day. I'm well aware, Your Majesty, but this is very urgent. Dire, even. The new model army has deserted us. Not only have they marshaled without my orders, they refuse to stand down. No! How dare you, Banco! Isn't this new army supposed to be an improvement? They're disciplined, don't get me wrong, and very loyal, but to whom? Without a military, we will struggle to hold on to power. Oh no, the 40 is now 6? If I may interject, this is almost certainly the work of the barons. If I were to offer any advice, it would be to seek a treaty soon. That is for beheading me, lol. No! But I had to behead you, Banco. You went into my sex life. It's only me who could have sex with the pirate queen. And you ruined it. You ruined it. This new model army, which I suspect takes orders directly from the march, cannot be beaten by any force on this continent. We made sure of that. Nonsense. If they want to fight, they can have it. Can't you do something sneaky? Assassinate some important people? The time for that has passed. With the barons united and in full control of the military, I can do nothing to stop them. Nonsense. If they want to fight, they can have it. You look around the room at the uncomfortable faces of your advisors. What are you waiting for? Assemble the militia! They look to each other, uncertain. Yes, Your Majesty. By the time the new model army reaches the capital and links up with the coastal forces, a ragtag militia stands ready to fight. They're peasants with pitchforks and scythes, mostly, but at least they're angry. It's a good day to die, even if we don't want to. A good day to die, with our pitchforks going through you, oh evil barons. Oh no. From atop the palace battlements, you give your final speech. Fight for me and I will make you rich. Fight for your beloved monarch and you will be my heroes. Fight for me or you'll be sorry. No matter what you think of me, the next one will be worse. After a rousing speech, your peasants are sent to their doom. The battle doesn't last long. It's then that you find out the barons aren't keen on allowing challenges to their newfound authority. Your head finds a new home on a pike outside the gates before sundown. Oh well, at least a few is nice. Oh no, I truly bunked Sarah there. You did. It was a sexy time bunk. You cut one head and another one grows. A head for a head, I suppose. Good game, barons. I backseated the other baron. Sometimes barons have to go eat instead of ruining the realm of the monarch. Honestly, the barons will probably be an improvement. Wow! Ow! Ranger! Barons couldn't have won that war without me. That's probably true. Out with the old! After losing their throne to the barons, Monarch Sears had decorated a spike. Once the crows had done their grisly work, it became just one more anonymous skull staring down from the palace gates. The patricians, led by out-of-town gamers, launched a rebellion that accomplished nothing. Besides distracting the monarch while cunning schemers took the throne,
The grandees prayed and prayed and prayed for a miracle to place Xenophon in his rightful place on the throne, but no miracle came. Marching to the Baron's orders, a new model army effortlessly took the palace and installed Johann as king. But the military reforms all soon fell apart, destroyed by corruption and nepotism, while the new king would prove harder to control than the Barons hoped. Awesome! Continue! Zira Dayon ready, 3 years and 6 months. That is a long time at least. That was a really long stream. 3 years and 6 months is probably the longest I stayed alive. Until I got decapitated. Barons couldn't have won that war without me. Is the king dead? So what are we having for dinner? Stop your horses, Hannibal! Look at the pats and the grandees can barely feed our people. I propose crab meat for dinner. Not my crabs! Not my crabs! Leave my crabs alone! Alright, the wealthiest noble is Buncle, and the poorest noble is Ranger. And this is what it will continue on. Treasury 2150, stability 4, 46, and these numbers. So there are clear winners. So we have the Pats with 10 Defiance, the Barons with 10 Military, and the Grandees with 9 Faith. I think the Fires will start at 0 at the beginning. So for the Pats, their Faith would be the best than next game. The crabs can feed my people now that you're gone. No, how dare! Everything was for the crabs, free for Pats and Grandees. Will it start with the Pats rebelling? Yeah, probably it will. Well, I don't know actually if it will start with the Pats rebelling. Or does it stop the rebel? No, it does stop the rebellion. Yeah, you start with 0 Defiance at the beginning. So being a pet in the next game will be a bit more difficult with the others having 9 and 10 in things. How many times have Monarchs won this game? Not many, I don't think. Exactly, no, not many. You were the second one I saw win yesterday, Sifu. Let's jump into the webcam because I am about ready to call it quits there. Let me just see real quickly who is online at the moment. I've got a button for that to show me who's online. Is that this? No? Where is the button to show me who's online? No? No. Play. It doesn't matter. I will just check. Kitties! I see the kittens! Yes, there's a little Sansa kitty here. I've got a scratching pole behind me, so she won't constantly go up on my keyboard. 3 Defiance for losing regions and 5 for 40 and stability. I got a Saint Hood, but mostly beaten up. Sansa kitty! Sansa! So with an N. Sansa. I used to have her sister Arya as well, but she unfortunately passed away. And I now have Evie. But Evie is nowhere to be found at the moment. I think she's sleeping somewhere. Let me check real quickly who is online. Let's go to Twitch.tv. I don't have my phone with me because normally I just check my phone and it's easier to just see it. Let me see if someone is playing King of the Castle right now so we can continue the game there. King of the Castle. No, nobody else is playing King of the Castle. We're going to raid a lovely fish. My Spanish ear heard salsa. I must be hungry again. Probably. I completely understand that as well. Getting hungry after a long game of doing this, even if you've just eaten. Alright. Talk about hungry. I gotta get my dinner in my belly soon. It's 9 p.m. Go and do that. We are also off to a raid to our lovely fish. Who's often here in both voice chat and in the game as well, who absolutely loves this game, but apparently was online during the same time as us. So he will enjoy a little raid. Let's all give some love to him. Alright, thank you for coming in, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye! Ending.
Open up a vooz, let's Skyrim. Right, now, what will I do? Yes! Because I need to do things, port back to Whiterun. Hey, it's Sarah! We're being raided! Repel borders! Hi Sarah, how you doing? And welcome anybody